heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel and Spotify channel and writing in your comments and suggestions there. Today, we are going to talk about tarot. Tarot is seemingly thought to have its origins in the western part of the globe. However, if we look deeply, we see that it has traveled from the east extensively to the west, and there are many things that will point out to that particular aspect. We have a course coming up on tarot because there are many people who ask us that to teach tarot. So finally, we've decided to have a course on tarot also. We have an initial course, and this course that we're talking about will be covering from the basic to the advanced. Let's have a look on what all the course entails and what the tarot entails as such. Tarot helps us to understand ourselves also. So I would always call it a self-discovery process. There's a concept on which tarot is built up. So we will first explore that concept, understand how to read the cards in all its nuances. Then we have to understand the major and the minor arcana also, because it is a huge deck comprising of 78 cards, 22 major arcana cards and 56 minor arcana cards. The minor arcana is again divided into 4 different suits: the wands, the coins, or the pentacles, the cups, and finally the swords also. So all of them is very important for us to understand that this there's how do we connect the cards? How do we see a strong connectivity between the tarot cards, and how do we understand to read the spreads? Then we also need to do meditation on the cards, because it is only during the meditation that we are able to understand the cards and understand the connectivity that the cards hold for us. Finally, there are many cards which have a say for the same event. So do we understand the events carefully? Do we see a connectivity? Do we see same cards coming up that will focus more on a particular event for us? So when we are talking about the concept of tarot, first of foremost, we have to understand what is tarot. Tarot is very much like the Prashna. Tarot gives us the answer to our question here and now, because all the answers as per our seeds were here and now. So whenever we are focused enough to ask a question, whenever we are sincere in asking a question, the tarot beautifully answers the question. It also talks about the work, the process, the way it works. As I told you, that it answers it here and now. And then we come to the origin of tarot. All this would be discussed in great detail. The tarot consists of 2 sets of cards. That is, there are 78 cards, that 22 cards which are described as the major arcana, and they start from the Fool ending at the World. So there are these 22 cards which actually can depict a journey of a person. And then there are 13 cards belonging to each suit, totaling into 4 decks, 4 suits of 54 cards in total. And the suits are wands, pentacles, cups, and air, or the sword. So they also talk about the different psychological aspect of a person, the ability of a person to handle a particular job. And there are also 4 major, there are 4 cards, the court cards in those minor arcana suits, and they talk about the connectivity between the major arcana and the minor arcana. So what we are actually going to do when we talk about the cards is understand the meaning of each card. And how do we understand the meaning of each card? We see the elements of the card. We see how each card is structured. What are the things present? Say if there are flowers present, there are animals present, there's a wheel, or there is a banner present, anything, the color of the object makes a lot of difference. The flowers could be yellow, the flowers could be red, the flower could be white. What is the significance of each of these colors. Which hand is the person, or what side of the card is that flower placed? Details that we may overlook, small details that we may overlook, leave a lot of significance. So understanding them in a perfect manner, understanding them in a structured manner is important while answering the card and answering the qualities of the card. And then we have to correlate the cards. How do we correlate the cards? Say if I get the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun as is being depicted on the screen now, so it would mean that yes, there will be changes in life, but these changes will lead us to a happy place where we can proclaim our place under the sun. So this is just a very small description that we're giving here, but then there's so much more that we need to learn, we need to understand, we need to accept. All these things, depending on the other cards also, would come into the top. And major and minor arcana, something that we've talked about and seen, where is the happy connect between the major and the minor arcana. The major arcana talks about things which are very definite, things that are going to happen. The minor arcana represents an area, a particular area. The wands could talk about our initiatives that we take in a particular area. Pentacles, definitely, as the name suggests, talks about the money aspect. Swords talk about the mental aspect, and cups talks about the emotional aspect. So what are the importance of each set in the minor arcana, and how do we connect the major arcana and the minor arcana? Basically, the connection can be felt through the court cards. The court cards are important and they lead us to a connection, especially when we do the spreads, because then there are court card spreads that help us identify a lot of things. The Empress in general could show a strong feminine energy. It could be talking about a lady who's very fulfilled and a lady who's very giving, but giving what could be understood with the suit card. So if there is an Empress coming up and there's a Queen of Pentacles coming up, it could mean somebody who's very sure, authoritative, and yet loving and financially secure in his or her area of life. So these are the things that we can have a good understanding about. Is the meditation on tarot cards important? Yes. Tarot cards give us a huge amount of information. What is the information that is relevant to us? How do we, after every reading, the cards imbibe the energy of the person for whom the cards is read? So there needs to be a clearance of energy. How do we go about doing that? So all these things are taught in the meditation of the tarot cards. And what is the importance of the energy? Now that there are tarot spreads, there are many kinds of tarot spreads. We can pick out one card and answer a question. We can pick out two cards to answer a question. 3 cards tarot spread are very much prominent. They're very well answered because they talk about the past, present, future. They talk about what is the relationship quotient, also the relationship from her end, from his end, and what the relationship actually entails. The money now, then, and later. So all those things can be seen from the 3 card spread also. But not everything can be answered from the 3 card spread. There are many spreads across the globe that a person uses, and everyone, after a certain point, devise their own way of seeing the spread. But then there are few spreads which are very important to understand, the Celtic spread being one of them. And one of my favorite spreads is the chakra spread, which talks about our emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. So we need to be able to understand the type of spreads, and we need to understand their meaning. The chakra spread cannot be used every time or any place or with anybody. Somebody who comes to us to understand their physical well-being or spiritual well-being, then that is a very good place to use the chakra spread. So every spread we have to understand and to use a particular spread, and how to use them is another way to understand the spread. Now, there is, when we're doing a reading, as I said, I could have a lover's card coming up, and I could have the Prince of Sword coming up. So where is the connectivity between the cards? How do we understand that? What are the cards trying to tell us? So here we need to understand what the keywords that each card is going to tell us. Again, we need to see the numbers. The Lovers is 6. So where is the connectivity between the Lovers and the King of Prince of Swords? Or for that matter, we are seeing that there is an 8 of Pentacles coming up and 3 of Cups coming up. So what does these two mean? How do we connect the keywords? The 8 of Pentacles suggests that a person is skillful, has acquired a lot of skills, and 3 of Cups talks about joy. So a person having attained certain skill is very joyful and is in a party mood. So this is how we connect the cards, and then the numerology also makes a difference. There's an 8 and 3. So what do they mean? They mean change, transformation, acquired acquisitions, and skill. All those things could come into play. So the court cards, again, if I have a Queen of Pentacles coming in this series, it would mean that this would lead me into earning good money, and it will lead me into having being content with my own family, with my financial situations. Or if it is a Queen of Wands coming in, that means that now I am equipped enough to start my own venture. I'm confident enough to start my own venture. So a card will change the entire reading. So when we have cards which are denoting the same event, the 6 of Swords means you are passing through a bad phase, and you have the ability to navigate to a better place in life. The Ace of Wands is also about going from one place or starting something new. So here we can very well say that yes, when we are having cards which have a similar theme, then we can understand that yes, what it is pointing us for. So understanding the cards, understanding them in a great deal, so that you are equipped enough to learn how to read a card, is something we will be doing in this 12-week class in detail, studying every card with all its aspects. If there is a dial to it, what does that dial have to say? If somebody is holding a sword, if somebody is holding and leaning upon a wand, why is the person doing so? So that when you go into doing a reading for somebody, you're confident enough to state things that you can visibly see that others may not be able to comprehend also. Do write to us on our WhatsApp, or you can directly log in and register from our website if you're interested in the course. Till we meet with you again, stay safe. Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.